Well, hello. So today I'm going to show you what happens from when I get the client's postcards. Can you see that? Oh, there it is. When I get the client's postcards from the printer, and then how I do the labels and what my process is. And the first thing is, working from home, I get to work in my pajama pants, pajama jam pants. Isn't that flattering? Okay, but first, I need to warm up my coffee. Gotta get more coffee first. Piping hot. Did you catch that brown banana? I gotta eat that today. Okay, so what I did was I opened my CastingAbout.com account for my client. Each of my client gets their own included CastingAbout.com account. And it's great because they've got all of the shows. But for my client's mailing, we are going to choose first, you get to choose the categories. We're going to choose half hour, which means comedy. And we're not going to choose ones that are just active because they could be on hiatus and they won't get the mail. So we're going to choose those that are just casting now. And you can see that there were some that were picked before. We want to clear this because it's a brand new mailing. So you're going to clear all. And those are all done. Those are all gone. Just in case you picked on some associates, we're going to clear those. And we're also going to clear any assistants that might have been checked. Now, for decent mailing, I think we only need to mail to the casting directors direct. So I'm going to start with selecting all of them. But you want to look at the notes. CastingAbout, they do a really good job. They've got a staff doing this all the time. They keep you updated on what the shows are about. But let's look at something really specific. Like they'll tell you this is currently Awkward. You've heard of it. It's on season 5. And they've ordered 20 episodes. And, oh, this is interesting. This is the last season for the series. So if you really, really, really want to get on Awkward, you better push for it now. Let me see. What's another one? Let's see. Okay. Now this one, Idiot Sitter, I've never heard of it, probably because they're on season 1. But they are on the last episode of the season. This is good to know. So if they're shooting it now, you don't want to waste a postcard. So bye-bye. Okay, now I picked all of my choices for my client, and as you can see, it included short films, half-hour comedies, 1-hour dramas, pilots for half hours, pilots for 1 hours, let me see, what do you call it, talk shows, daytime soap operas. Yes, there are still some left. And you can see this list just goes on and on and on. And I checked all the notes. All the commercials. I love that. Only in the last couple years, CastingAbout added all the commercial casting people. There are a number of people I've never heard of, but if you are really anxious to get into the game, you know, you might want to cast a wide net. So I'm going to choose to print. So you hit print, and hopefully it'll work. It should go there. Oh, okay. It's taken a while. Okay, so what's great is they give you 3 choices. You can mail it by name and project, you can mail it by name only, or you can mail it by company only. And they give the reasons why each one is the best. I choose the middle one for my personal reasons. But there's also something, if this yellow box comes up, don't ignore it. Because what's going to happen is they're going to show you more details. Now, out of all the people I selected, still all of these people, and a lot of them are repeats, they're not taking mail. So I got rid of all the ones that were in that yellow box, so that yellow box is gone now. And look on the left here, they give you the measurements to make sure that you have the right labels, and they have more help if you have any problems with lining these up. I've never had a problem with this. I love it. So I've chosen, like I said, the middle one, the middle choice, the name only, for reasons I can get into later. And I'm going to go ahead and continue because I want to print. Am I going to continue? Yeah, okay. So you press continue. And now it's going to show up in sort of an Acrobat file. And here at the top, you get to see how many pages of labels you have. So if I've got 6 pages, that means that 30 labels per page, I've got 180 contacts. Now that means I've got to make sure I have 180 stamps, which I do. I'm pretty sure I do. And if I don't, I just go get some more. Once you upload these or download these, use them within 24 to 48 hours because they change all the time. And projects are stopping and projects are starting, so you want it to be current. And that's why I tell everybody, if you see something like a label list in print for casting directors, it's already dead. So you want this to be fresh. Keep it in the fridge no longer than 2 days. So make sure you got your stamps ready, and I'm going to get ready to print. Okay, so now I printed out all the labels. I've got all the postcards. I've got all the stamps. I did have fresh ink in my printer. Make sure you have it. If your printer isn't reliable, just download everything onto a flash drive and take it over to Staples or an office store, and you can get the labels there and they'll just print it out for you, and it'll be so painless. But make sure that you use them within 24 48 hours. And this is a great time because this is mindless work now. You're going to be putting on the labels, you're going to be putting on the stamps. You can listen to some music or a podcast, or you can watch television. You can even have a friend come over and help you because that's a lot of fun. And you can help them when they do their mailings as well. And the more you do it, the more you're going to get to know the offices and the easier it's going to be. I have to say, this whole process, just doing the labels, takes me about an hour and a half, and that's with all my experience. That's fine-tuning every recipient and that sort of thing. But don't let that deter you. You've got to start from somewhere, and you can always call me. Always call me. I will be here for you. All right. Good luck. Happy mailing, and book it.